Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the latest home video review from us here at FlickDirect, and man, I am so excited to be talking on this one, guys, because for today's home video review, I'm going to be talking about the entire Middle-earth saga that includes The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, all in glorious 4K. In case if you guys have not seen The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, first of all, before I continue on, where have you guys been for 10 years since The Hobbit originally came out in 2012, and then where have you guys been since 2000, I want to say, or 2001, since The Lord of the Rings came out? I don't want to say too much in terms of all the film's plots because each is its own trilogy. In The Hobbit, we follow Bilbo Baggins, played by Martin Freeman, who is accompanying these company of dwarves to the Misty Mountain to reclaim the rightful place from Smaug the Dragon, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. And then in Lord of the Rings, we follow Frodo Baggins, played by Elijah Wood, Samwise Gamgee, played by Sean Astin, and then we have Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, and then Merry, Pippin, Gandalf. I mean, oh my god. As essentially, there is one big quest. They must work together to destroy the One Ring to rule them all. As y'all can see, I am a massive Lord of the Rings fan. I mean, I love these movies to no end. The Hobbit movies I don't love as much. I think they're very underrated films that get a lot of crap. But Lord of the Rings, the entire trilogy, I mean, it's my favorite trilogy of all time. I love all the movies equally, but I do think that Return of the King is not only the best movie of the trilogy, but Return of the King is my favorite movie of all time. Both these trilogies are both great, do not get me wrong. Hobbit not as great, but still a very good trilogy. Lord of the Rings is just one of the best trilogies of all time, enough said. Both the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings films are presented in an aspect ratio of 2:39, 1 in 4K, and oh my god. I did already talk about The Hobbit a long time ago for these Steelbook presentations. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to watch that one. So I'm just going to be talking about Lord of the Rings. Watching these movies in 4K was like experiencing them once, even though I saw them in IMAX earlier in the year. These movies in 4K HDR look absolutely stunning. 4K HDR gives such a brand new look and life to Middle-earth, to all the locations, whether it's the Shire, Rivendell, Minas Tirith, Rohan, Mount Doom. I mean, I could go over every single location that Lord of the Rings has to offer. I mean, going from the color palette, the skin tones on all the characters, the costume design, the weapons, and all the landscapes. By the way, just to let you all know, Peter Jackson supervised and approved of all the transfers, so you know you're going to be getting some amazing stuff. I remember when I first saw Rivendell in 4K, my jaw dropped. Going on to the audio quality, holy crap. The Hobbit, like I mentioned before, is on a Dolby Atmos track, the same thing with Lord of the Rings. The Dolby Atmos track here is just absolutely perfection. One of my favorite film scores of all time, and actually I think this actually is my favorite film score of all time, hearing the opening track in Fellowship of the Ring. In Dolby Atmos, it's perfect, it really is. I get chills just thinking about how Howard Shore composed that music. Seeing Isildur cutting off Sauron's fingers, the sound effects, oh my god. The sound effects are absolutely terrific. The dialogue sounds crystal clear in every single one of the things. If you thought visually this movie looks great, the Dolby Atmos track is gonna sound absolutely amazing. Finally, moving on to the special features, there's only one big bummer here in terms of this box set. There's only a couple of special features. There's no making of Lord of the Rings, there's no making of The Hobbit. All we get here is one exclusive Blu-ray disc. The stuff that it includes is very cool, do not get me wrong. You see a canned presentation reel and seeing all the cast get together, but that's really it. And that's a really big bummer considering this is the ultimate collector's set and you think they'd include every single special feature from all the previous Blu-ray releases or any of the releases beforehand, but unfortunately we only get a couple of featurettes. They're all very cool, do not get me wrong, but at the same time I think it would have been just the icing on the cake including every special feature from the previous releases. All in all, what we have here is a terrific collection here. You have a very underrated trilogy that I love, and you have, at least in my opinion, the greatest trilogy of all time. Phenomenal video quality, phenomenal audio quality, and don't get me wrong, even though the featurettes are lacking, this is still nonetheless a terrific box set, guys. If you haven't seen Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, if you have owned them beforehand, just don't have the 4Ks yet, but if you haven't owned them in Blu-ray, this is a no-brainer. I hope you all enjoyed my home video review of the entire Middle-earth saga in 4K. If so, please hit that like button, also share, and don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell for our latest home video review goes live. If you guys want to see our latest 2 home video reviews, please click right there or right there. And of course, to our next home video review, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, guys. Hit like, smash subscribe, and get notified for when our reviews, interviews, and news go live.